Hello everyone. Surprise, I am on a little bit early today, 2 hours to be exact. I have an appointment right when I normally go live. So I thought rather than skipping live and not having any crafty card making creative fun, I will pop on early and we would have some fun. Hello Miss Cheryl, thank you for joining. For those of you I have not met before, my name is Ellen Woodbridge. I am an independent step-it-up demonstrator in Australia. Welcome, Trudy. I have had a whole lot of fun the last week creating a class for you all that is now I'm almost finished editing. Available video tutorials and project sheets will be available later this week using the two-tone flora. I haven't even got it available, the two-tone flora bundle and collection. So I've had a lot of fun doing that, and I did run a class on the weekend in person. Hello everyone flying in. Hello Marie France, hello Ethel, hello Leanne. So excited, you can't wait for class. I can't wait for it to be finished. You know, Cheryl, I've had a lot of fun doing it. I've been chatting with you about it. So today we are careering into the end, and of course I was not organized. We are careering into the end of celebration, and I did say last week, for those of you who joined me last week, that I will concentrate on celebration products this week. So I'll be using lots of different products, but they will all be available for a free gift with purchase during celebration, which finishes on the 28th of February. So we have our celebration brochure, which is packed full of fun. I did an unboxing, I did a catalogue walkthrough if you would like to have a look at that. And we've even had an additional flight. Do what you're told. Hey Raymond, I haven't seen you in ages. Hey Margine. We've even got an additional flyer. So we have some products out of our mini catalogue and annual catalogue that we can also get for free with purchase. So today I have, sorry, someone's going out the door. Today I have grabbed out the Enjoy the Journey Designer Series paper, and I've grabbed out a whole lot of dies. So I was getting prepared for this last night before I retired to the lounge to watch some telly. I was just going through my dies, thinking of things that might work. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. Hey, Taryn. So that is the first card we are going to tackle. And I also haven't shared one of my class cards all the way from back in January. So that will be the second card we use using the Favoured flowers. So I'll show you how to create this really quick and simple card will be the second card. But I do have, if I can, I've barely got anything out because I had class here on Sunday and I was at work yesterday. I have nothing out, and I almost created a craft-a-lunch with two things. Help me, please. But I've grabbed out the Enjoy the Journey paper, so I'm really not sure where I'm going with this, okay? I've had a look online. I've been keeping my eye out for what people have been using this paper for, and I just had a quick scroll through Pinterest. I did get some good ideas, and I think we're going to run with some ideas. Like, I've got ideas, but I'm not going to case. They're points of inspiration that I start out. That's what I tend to use Pinterest for. Sometimes I do case a card, copy everything and share. But I normally go through and go, yes, I like that. No, I don't like that. And I thought my creative juices start running from just looking at those things. There's a sneak peek of the class, by the way, just over there. Because I had it all set up on the weekend. And I don't even think I have the class details, but I'm going to have to share the class details, but I cannot edit what I've already put in my description. So I'll make sure I put something in the comments later, and we can do it from there together. So let's flip over. Tell me how your weekend was. Mine was busy, prepping class, having class, saw my grandson asleep through a window in the car. Yeah, it was. I was meant to meet my cousin. I have a sick child, so for the second time, my sick children have not allowed me to meet my baby cousin, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll meet Miss Ellie eventually. So tell me how your weekend was while we flip over, trying not to get caught in cords here. And I must turn off my overhead light so we don't, okay. Sorry, Cheryl, too late. I've already flicked around and I didn't have my other screen up. Okay, now let me see if I have this correct. I don't know. I need to reflick this. There we go. Now, I don't know what's going on here. Sorry, I still haven't received my new piece for my little thing here. I know, but you still love me, Cheryl. Okay, so just a reminder here, if this is your first time watching my video, please make sure that you like and follow me, so then you can get reminders and notifications of when I go live, because as I said, today is a little bit different to my normal. Hello. Now, Lisa, Critters and Ink, am I correct? Oh, it is a long weekend. Is it President's Weekend, something like that? We'll just have a quick flick through the paper. So I'm glad you're enjoying your long weekend. St. Patrick's Day is a bit funny in my house. I know I've said it before. So this would be great cut in half, and you've got the mountains already there, the trees are already there. So possibility. It's actually my parents' wedding anniversary is St. Patrick's Day. Oh, I love that on the back. Okay, so this one perplexes me because you've got the clouds at the bottom and then you've got like the waves on the top. I do like the clouds. And I do have an idea for the clouds, but I don't think we're going there today. We may possibly, but I think I need to have a little bit more of a look through. Oh, look at those stars, very pretty. So we get some mountain ranges, but it's implied it could just be geometric shapes. Loving this on the back. Now, I think this one is a little for what I'm thinking of. Thank you, Lisa. I'm glad my brain is working. I'm not normally a morning crafter, and it is 10 a.m. here, so we are really going to see how my brain is functioning. I'm really digging this first piece. Now, I may be just not making a kind of scene, but not in perspective, because what I'm thinking of adding to this is going to be a bazillion times bigger than what it should be, and it'll just knock off the perspective completely. So my favorite color is purple, so of course I'm going to go with the purple side. Yes, I'm just thinking I'm going to do 1/2 centimeter smaller to create my card front. So I've got this awesome piece with the tiny bit of dusk sky at the top, and we've got a tiny bit. My washing machine just finished. Geez, I wish that had actually happened before I went live, because I have a second load to put on. But anyway, hopefully my husband actually hears it. I love that we're coming down from a large mountain going down to the smaller mountains. I think that'll help with the whole perspective. Okay, so I have this piece. These are all the dies I've grabbed out. So I grabbed out Playing in the Rain. I definitely want to play with the kite, but not today. I definitely do though, and I want to do that differently. I did think we may use the clouds. I'm just not sure, and unfortunately I don't have my normal pouch for that because it wasn't returned. So I did grab a heap of these out that would work really well with the other more non-scene pieces that are in here. Okay, so I grabbed out, I thought this would look really nice in black or grey as silhouettes. Butterflies, way too big. I did grab out this frame, but not going to work. Once again, the ginkgos. I think I'm definitely going to save these ideas for another one. The aspen trees, that would be fantastic over one of the other pieces. So they're not going to work, but I do have another idea. Also, I really am early. I'm hitting everyone in the middle of dinner today. I really did think maybe a deer may work on this card. Tell me if you think I'm going crazy, and possibly putting a sentiment, sorry, I have to reach far left and far right to grab these punches, and possibly the cloud, which we could pop a sentiment in, and then I could use my other clouds to just make a cluster. So I'm just thinking out of the box. Don't know if it'll work, but the paper has made it really easy that we have a scene, 2 punches, a die and a sentiment, and haven't even thought of where we're going for a sentiment. But it obviously isn't going to be a Christmas card, even though we're going to be using the deer. And there's another card I want to use the deer for at the moment, so you may see the deer a couple of times this week. So basic grey or black. Thinking basic grey may work a little bit better. I sometimes find black to be a bit harsh. Tell me if you agree or disagree. Happy to hear your opinions. But I don't want to use the stamp. I really do just want to use the punch. So I don't know if I'll use the antlers, but they are there. I definitely won't need the nose because that's like Rudolph's nose. Oops. Don't stand it up. Put it in there. Oh, you know what? I need to do a color check as well, because I think this might look better in the darker purple. Well, they've got here Highland Heather, but I'm thinking I might punch it out in Gorgeous Grape and see if the grape looks fine, but I'm thinking the Gorgeous Grape may look fantastic, and we may just put it on a piece of vellum. I'm hoping, yes, this piece should be perfectly big enough. So I can check. So this is even darker, but it's not as red. I'm just going to punch it out because we never know unless we try. Tell me what you think of what you're seeing so far, because you guys are always part of my creative process. So grey or grape is what I want to hear, and I'm going to check my use it up box for vellum. I'm going to check my box first, and then I will check on in my use it up bag. No, they're frames. Not quite what I'm after. Maybe. No. Not today. Okay, I don't appear to have any vellum in there. Okay. Next. I did just find another load of vellum circles, but I do have a feeling they are a little too small. Grape. Okay, so everyone's loving the grapes, so my gut feeling was absolutely correct. And I'm even thinking like vellum, some vellum clouds, because then you will see the background or the sky through what we've got going on. Because if we don't ground the deer, it may just, it looks like it's floating, and I don't really want that. Actually, this one is the perfect size, because I love it when your punched image breaks the edges. And we could even do a little bit of blending on it, or we could leave it as is. Okay. David, there's a basket in the laundry. Okay, did you grab the stuff out of the sink? Thank you. And I'll put the other load on when I'm finished. Okay. Household duties communicated. Okay, so loving where, get my words out, loving where we are going so far. So we have used our Deer Builder punch. Now we've got our cloud, and I'm thinking I may want to find a sentiment. Now, do you think I should stamp this and repunch it so we have some detail, or should I leave it just as the silhouette? I'm happy to go either way, but I would love to hear your opinions. Just having a look at what I might think might fit in the cloud, because that is really our criteria is something that will fit in the cloud and add to our very simple scene. The best is yet to come. That's quite a nice one. And what I normally do is, whoops, something got hit outside, is I line it up because that is the actual size. And do you know what I find very interesting with this sentiment is you've got the large, it balances out because we've got the bulk on the left hand side, but we've got the bulk of the punch on the right hand side. So I think that works really, really well. And that's from the Dainty Delight set, which you wouldn't necessarily put with the what's it called? Enjoy the Journey. I was going to say Adventure. Okay, am I doing detail? Am I stamping it in detail or keeping it as a silhouette? And I could even sponge it or blender brush it to make it even darker. That may look good, although I do like all the different purples. Now, because we've got white in there, so I'm thinking a white cloud would look the best. And I know for a fact I have used all my basic white scrap. So I'm going to have to grab a card front piece that I have already cut down. And in keeping with our purple theme, let's do Gorgeous Grape. Silhouette. Okay, Lisa, you were first to answer. You win. Do you win? I will take your opinion. Okay, I think I've used this one. It's looking quite opaque. It's not shiny, which is good to see. Okay, I almost dropped that block. Now, stamp this here, leave it here for a few seconds. Perfect. So happy with that. Love it when things just work. Now, this will be a fairly simple card because I do have the other card to show you, but I really did. Of course, that was going to happen. Ink on my hand. Good morning, Cindy. It's actually not afternoon here for once. I am here a little bit early because I have an appointment right when I normally go live. So I decided to pop on a little bit early and surprise you all. So for my punches, I personally like to pop them on their back. And I like to be able to see where I am putting my, especially when I'm punching out a sentiment, I like to see where it's going. And I'm just holding it here going, is that right? Do I like it? I'm happy, and I squeeze and I get my beautiful sentiment, which I'm definitely thinking of using some of that Gorgeous Grape ink. But I do definitely think we need a little more, and I am going to cut these cloud dies from the Playing in the Rain. I was about to say Singing in the Rain. I want to say all the wrong things today. And I don't think my brain is quite computing at this stage. Yes, I know. I've got to keep you on your toes, Miss Cindy. So let's have a look at what scrap vellum I have, and if I have a piece that will work with these dies. And look at that. I can see one, a perfect one in the corner. Love it when everything just comes together to give me the perfect die. So we are going to use our mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and I can say I have been taking everyone's advice and using, if I can grab them, and using my grey platform instead of my white. But there has also been some advice. So if you struggle using your white plate, which is very, very well used, what is recommended to make it grab a little easier is put your cutting pad a little bit back from the edge. Oh my God, I just realized there's a number 1 actually molded into that plate, and then your top plate have directly in line with the bottom plate, and it creates an E, and that may help you. Oh my God, I am channeling you today, Miss Cindy. Actually, I need those cutting plates. So, but you guys, my brains trust, recommended that I try the grey plate, and I have been using it with success. Everything has been die cutting. It has been grabbing and feeding through really, really well. The only thing I haven't tried is a really large die yet, but that's okay. There was something else I was going to say. Now, did you guys know that you can get one? I'm using the wrong grey plate. We want the light grey plate, not the dark grey plate. They're going, that's not really grabbing at all. You need number 3, not number 4. Let's try that again. I thought it felt a little thin, but you know, talking and doing at the same time doesn't always work. Okay, that is good. Crank that through. So you can get this mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine either in the original white or in our limited edition boho blue color, which is a sneak peek of one of the new in colors that is coming out. So you can get that as part of your starter kit, which is pretty cool. So I think I will use all 3 of those, but I think I want to put a little bit of purple on my vellum circle, the gorgeous grape, and I want to just put a little bit around our cloud just to soften it. So let me grab my blending brush in my purple. So I have a dark green and a light green and a brown and a white, and I tend to have one for the color, like the colors. So I have one pink, one red. I do have 2 green because I think I was doing a project where I was doing light and dark. Hey Carol, welcome. Okay, so here we go. So I'm just going to do a halo in the middle. Lavender does apologize for whatever just happened now. Okay, so let me have a look. I do want to keep the vellum on the edges. I do know what I would have been better using, and that would have been my small one, but can't change that now. And what I'm going to do here, and just pop that on, and yes, so you can still see through it. And you've still got the vellum, but it does just tone in a little bit more. And I'm going to grab this cloud and just very lightly, now I am basically putting no pressure on this because I know I do actually have a fair bit of ink on my brush, and if I want more ink I can just increase the pressure, which I am doing just a little bit now. So just taking away that stark white edge. And these are really, really simple things that you can do. They don't take much time. So see, less stark, it tones in a little bit more. And that is all of our inking and stamping. Now we are going to get putting this together. So really simple card, 2 punches. I did have the stylish shape stars, which I pretty much use in every project, but that's okay. And of course we will have to work out what colour we are putting this on. We could put it on Highland Heather, which Stampin' Up tell me is the colour in the paper, but we just went a shade darker with our gorgeous grape, and that tones in perfectly. Or we can use white, or we can use gorgeous grape. So tell me what card base you think I should try first. Now I'm going to need a mini dimensional for my deer's head here. These mini dimensionals, I swear, they just last and last and last. There are so many on a sheet, and that is perfect. Bring this down. Actually, I might do this and then I can pop my dimensionals to the side and try not to lose them. Okay, I think I'll need 3 here. Oh no, 2. 2 will be fine. 2 will be fine. And then I've got to work out how I'm adhering my vellum clouds. And will we need embellishments? Because I do have Highland Heather and gorgeous grape pastel pearls, and I do also have, and I can grab them right now, I have all the opaque adhesive back gems. They may work nicely just to add a few, and it's not too blingy bling because they're opaque, but they do have the faceting in them that is not centered at all, thank God. Oh, that ink is still a little wet, I can see. Okay, that's better. That is a lot more centered. So how I adhere this is I don't use any wet glue. I come in with my Stampin' Seal that I have lost the cap for, but that is okay. And I just go along the body and I put a bit on the head. Now I could have also used glue dots, so all of my adhesive is actually hidden. So I like that. He's jumping up just a little bit. Take my vellum ones off. Sorry if you can hear any banging in the background. David's doing some karate practice out the back. So creating my diagonal here. Oh, granite or slate or heather. Yes, Cindy, that would look good as well. I do love my grey granite quite a lot, actually. I haven't grabbed it out in a while, but I don't know if that is adding in another colour that maybe we don't need. Just putting it out there. So I kind of like this one here, but I love that I can put a glue dot, if I can grab it awkwardly. I can just put a glue dot here and adhere that under. I am early. Yes, of course. Okay. Of course you're here. You're always going to say yes to bling. I have an appointment at my normal go live time that I couldn't say no to. So what I've done, I've just stuck the cloud to the glue dot, and now I am just peeling it off. Well, may I say trying, and this is not going to go where I would like it. Jeez Louise. I really don't think this best is yet to come is very straight. I'm going to do my T-square ruler test. That is totally crooked, and that is annoying me. Okay, T-square ruler test now. Oh, that is pretty close. Let's see if I can lift it up the tinsiest bit. We'll caught here. That will do. A little bit off, but a whole lot better than what it was before, because it really was doing my head in. Okay, so that is that one there. I don't know if we want 3 or whether we want 4. So kind of like that cluster, and then I can always put this baby just up here by itself. So if we kind of make a cluster and the overlapping, because the clouds are always overlapping. And of course there's going to be a right way and a wrong way here, because with the die cuts you do get that teeny tiny cut edge. So what I'm going to do is roll this up. Now, who has this paper? That is one thing I never asked anybody. I'd love to know who already owns this paper. Hang on, live. I'm also live, mate.
That's what I was about to do.
Thank you. Okay, my door is now closed. Oh, I love that extra overlap there. And then I think I'm going to have to definitely add some bling to these. And I am going to go like bottom corner again, and maybe, so Jody, my bling queen, are we going grape, white, or freesia? And that will be the last thing I do. That actually sounds a lot more threatening than what it actually was intended. But hey. Okay, so that can go there. And my little piece of bling will cover that glue dot. I am really happy with that. Grape. Okay. So, as I said, that will be last. And I am going to go with Miss Cindy. Now, did you say grey granite first, Cindy? Hello, Candy. I'm so sorry I didn't see you. You have the bundle and everything that coordinates. Eileen, funny story. When I was in grade school, my teacher's classmates called me Ellen Elaine. No. Okay. Now, scrolling back, granite or slate? Okay, I'm going to go in with granite first and see how we go, Miss Cindy. Because I think I have some already. No, these are all card fronts. They're not, although what I can do is give it a test. It looks okay, but I can't say I feel like it's doing anything for the card, if that makes sense. Let's grab Smoky. Okay. Just take that out. Do you know what? I'm kind of thinking the same thing. Do you know what? That isn't a full card front, I don't think. Or I've made this too long. I may need to take a little bit off the bottom. No, it's a card front. Just this piece isn't a card. Okay, that's not working. Oh, I have 6 new comments. Oh, hello, Mr. Linda. How are you? Just bopping in for a moment. Oh, what are we buying at the store? Is it like boring food and supplies? Or are you going to the store for something exciting? I'd like to hear that it's something exciting, but that's just me. Okay, let me grab some thick. No, that's very vanilla. That's not going to help. Okay, some thick basic white. Oh, see, that just makes it look really clean and pop. Please excuse my coughing child. Happily playing the... That just brings out all the pops of white. I'm going to go with white. I'm not going to try the Highland Heather. But you can use whatever you think works for you. Okay, bone folder, where would you be? Don't even put my hands on it. Okay. Now, glue. Well, it does look good. That was kind of my first thing, but it does, I think because I haven't got too much white, it does really pick up. So that's why I was also thinking the white embellishments, because it's, okay, that lid is now on the floor. That is later on Ellen's problem, not now. Because I thought the white would imply those vellum clouds are white and not vellum. That's kind of where I was going and thinking. Where we've got so much grape on here, I was kind of there going, I don't know. I do like a nice... Now, what I have done, my hack for these is I have scribbled literally the colours on the inside flap. So then I know the colours that are in here. Okay, so I'm going to take a medium one here. I do like that white. It's not super stark, but that doesn't mean that I cannot pop one of these here and then one of what? Oh, you little pain in my behind. Yeah. Well, one there actually doesn't look bad. Okay, that one can go there. This one can go there. Now we've got 4 things, and that's hurting my brain. So no, that looks weird right in the middle. Okay, because I'm leaving this done and just drawing our eyes up here. So I've got the 3 of the gorgeous grape and I've got 2 of the white. So just using the Deer Builder, the cloud, the Playing in the Rain cloud dies, and I already had this in my use it up box because I normally like to keep a bit of a stash of vellum circles. So that is card 1. So thank you all. Oh, hello, Mr. Bobby. I didn't see you pop in. Oh, my dear word. Everyone's here. Awesome. Loving it. So now card 2. I already have that literally ready to go because, as I said to you earlier, is this going to go back in? The flap is going to stay over, and that is totally fine. And we used the Dainty Delight stamp set because it fitted so beautifully in the cloud. Okay. Card number 2, we are using the Favoured, I will grab them, the Favoured Flowers Designer Series paper. Now this is also Designer Series paper that you can earn for free during celebration. I am surprised I have not used the purple flowers anywhere near as much as what I thought I had, but the Calypso Coral and Petal Pink ones apparently really spoke to me. So this is, I'll just take this out of, it doesn't want to come out, I swear. Everything's conspiring against me today, really. There we go. Taking this out, and I've just got a little bit of bling, and I've got a little bit of our dry brush metallic paper in the back to offset the bling. So we've used 2 of the Designer Series papers. I will show you some of the designs that I have left. Like, look at that fresh freesia. That is just gorgeous. And the opaque gems that I just used would work perfectly with this. As you can see, I have used majority of the Calypso Coral paper, and I'll show you the 2 that we are going to use today. How much? This bag is feeling very heavy. Oh, I only, oh, maybe we're making a couple. Maybe we're making more than a couple because I have lots of bits. That's okay. These are super duper simple. So I have this one, which we are using the geometric on the back, and then we have this gorgeous clustered flowers, and this has the mossy meadow on the back. So how many card bases do I have here? Because it is quite 1, 2, 3. So we're just going to quickly quickly make 3 of these. Pop this to the side, pop that somewhere else. You cannot believe the mess I am making. And 1, 2, 3 of these. And the other designer series paper that we are using is the dry brushed metallic paper. So this is, and it says it's actually Cajun Craze, and then this is the soft succulent, and I have used the soft succulent in my class. Oh yes, that was very rude, Cheryl. How dare someone interrupt your time with me? And I just love this for the pop of bling, for the interest. It's just gorgeous designer series paper, and it's actually specialty paper, and we're just going to use it behind the sentiment. So the sentiment that we are using is from the Kind and Sincere. And we are going to be using Calypso Coral and Mossy Meadow. Oh, I have a brand new Mossy Meadow ink pad, and I'm going to go and use that because that ink pad is actually not playing nicely. So I'll start with our Kind, and the Your too. So they are both here. Now I'm freehand stamping this, so everyone is going to have to. Oh, I only actually need to do 2 and not 3, but let's not jinx myself. I have some extras there, so blocks. I need just gonna add that on the angle and grab a smaller one for I wonder where my other larger block is. I really don't know. And this one. Okay. I know, isn't it gorgeous, Jody? Just gorgeous. Now, this one lines up, and I just had ink on my finger that I put on my mat there. So, leaving this here for a few seconds. That's not too shabby. I've got a lot of ink particularly here, which is why I'm going in that area. Okay, so I've got my 2 kinds, not exactly perfect, but close enough. Let me grab my new ink pad. It's so new, it's even still got the plastic on it. Now, if you were my scissors, you would be hiding all the way under here. Okay, close this one, and then we're just going to add the Your 2 after. I will show you how I set up an ink pad because I do have a tinsy bit of time. Okay. Got my finger caught in the plastic. My finger's all the way through. Okay, so what I do is I use my scissors, take off the Mossy Meadow sticker. Now, some people need these absolutely perfect. I am never, ever, ever going to get these absolutely perfect. I just need them close. Now that's a little crooked, but that is fine. And I'm going to grab just the color. Okay, That one is just going to sit on the edge of that pad, and that whole colour piece goes in this channel right here. So then when the pad is open, and I didn't line that up well at all. So when the pad is open, you can see what colour you actually have in the pad. Done. Oh, that is a nice and juicy ink pad. I don't think I have any issues with that one not doing what I need it to do. So what I want to do, the your two goes between the K and the D. Just going to pop that up a little bit. That is nicely inked. If it is not perfect, that is okay, but that's not too shabby. And the other one is lying under here. Nice. It doesn't matter that we went over. And I'm just going to close the mossy meadow. And when I'm completely finished with this, some people do also put colours down the side. I don't. And now that, and I don't speak those other languages, so that is also fine. And then I just pull this whole backing sheet off. And then everything, all the ink pads, I still have that one on there, but all the little dimples go in and lock in, where if I do it the other way with the sticker on the back, they do lock in. Sometimes they don't. Hello, Alicia. How are you? Ah, Lisa, I'm so surprised. I mean, sorry, Lisa, I'm so surprised. Oh, you need your Ellen fix. That is so cute, Alicia. Ah, nice, Jody. That's really nice. Yeah, I'm a bit sad I haven't used those purple flowers a little bit more. So now to get to our assembly, I am very quickly, as I said, because I've prepped these cards, this is something you can have set to the side, and when you've got 5 minutes, do the stamping, do the adhering, and you're all ready to rock and roll. You've got a little bit of bling, a little bit of shine, and they are very simple cards with just, look, I love that we have that B side that is normally a little bit more of a subtle or a geometric pattern, so we can just use one pack of paper, because putting the two florals together would have been way too much. But this way we can do this. Okay, so, oh, not that one. That was close. That was really close. Line that up on the mossy meadow, because then that'll pick up on the leaves, and then we've got it in the sentiment. So we do have 3 nice hits of the mossy meadow. Feature, that is the word, Alicia. Thank you for taking the words out of my mouth. Now, I have been talking about my class a little bit. I will be posting about it on my Facebook and Instagram as soon as my video tutorial is ready to email out. I did say I would have it ready this week, which I am totally on track to do. I've just had a few technical issues, and I still am having technical issues with my email. So currently some servers updated and I can't get email on my phone or on my computer. So I'm having, although webmail wasn't working last night either, so we're having lots of fun and games. I was on the phone to our webmaster, who's one of our very, very good friends, and he said, it's because you've got a Mac. That piece is totally wrong. I'm taking that off. That piece is way too wide. I was thinking it was kind of the wrong dimensions, but do you know what? There is enough glue on here, and it's in the right place pretty much, that I can do just that. I'm just going to put the glue on the back of my hand because I'm not going to use the back of my hand and get anything sticky. So that's okay. I will get the glue off that other piece and it will be totally usable, but just not for now. So it doesn't really matter where these go. Now, I didn't tell you that we actually stamped on Petal Pink, which is the colour of these lighter flowers. And one more. And then we've got to dive in and find our confetti sequins. We don't call them confetti sequins, but I call them confetti sequins because my preferred sequin is one without the hole in the middle. I just think they have a bit of a classier look for our cards. Okay, so now I am going to line up these pieces. Now, normally I do not put glue on foil, but for today, because where I've put the glue, you're not going to see the foil, we are all safe and fine. So then add some dimensionals, pop that over to the side. So lots of layers, but just works. Just works. Okay. And this one and this one, turn it all over. So does everyone have the Favoured flowers? Because they are so beautiful. And had you noticed the Kind and Sincere set? This was one I got with my hostess dollars. So it was like a do I, don't I? And I ended up getting it for like $4. I was quite impressed that I wrangled it so well that I picked it up for $4. Okay. Thank you, Cindy, for returning my scissors as I pull my laptop cord. Jeez Louise. Doing well. Now, only because I haven't got a comment in a while, I just want to make sure the comments are working, because I know Facebook can have its gremlins. So I'm not putting this directly down the middle because I also want to secure the specialty paper. And the funny thing is, the specialty paper actually does have two types of foil in it. It's got rose gold and then it has a gold as well. So it's like super duper special. I'll see if I can show you. Or maybe it's only the other one that has it. Let me have a look. No, this one has like a gold, and then the very, very detailed foil is a rose gold. And on the soft succulent one, you can really see the two different types of foil. Oh, I know. I hear you. I love self-adhesive sequins as well, Jody. Just makes life. I like self-adhesive embellishments, full stop. It just makes life so much easier. Now, it doesn't matter where we are going to put this sentiment, because we're not, unless you like one particular flower on your designer series paper, you can then put it anywhere, or you can put it where you can highlight that piece. Okay, so now we are going to, I do have my bin way off to the side because of course I've got piles. So sorry for that interruption. I would have got a phone call. Now, I kind of like this pink one, so I am going to, the petal pink one, so I'm going to put this down here, and then we get the feature. And I think once again, I like this one, so I might put it on this side and change sides. So it's totally up to you. I wasn't thinking about the flowers when I was adhering the paper. I was really just sticking and plonking and getting these cards done. And one more, is there anything? I'm even making sure, yes, I'm making right-handed cards, because this one's really sweet again. Right, done and done. I think I want to feature these two, so I will happily cover up the Calypso Coral, because there is enough Calypso Coral in this whole card that it doesn't knock off the balance by actually getting rid of some. Would you believe the sequins that I want are right in the front? So these are the pastel adhesive back sequins. Now you do get two sheets. One sheet is small sequins and one sheet is larger sequins. So you've got larger and smaller in exactly the same colours and in exactly the same amount. So I just want to add 3. Oh my dear word. Okay, that's all clean. I'm so glad there's no face cam, because yeah, it's all good. So I'm going to put one down here, one up here. I think I'm only going to use 2. I think that's enough. So one down here, and then one up here. Is that enough for you, Jody? Using 2, and that draws together the gold that is in the dry brushed metallic paper as well. Actually, I could really use 2 on this side, because I did stamp it off just a little bit. Oh, I didn't press that one down well enough. Okay, that looks great. No, maybe not. Yes, that's... No, that one's staying exactly where it is. So you can see exactly how easily they go together. And we made 4 cards in an hour, because I did talk a little bit at the start. So 4 cards in an hour. Yes, these ones were pre-prepared, but that's okay. for this card, I have used Kind and Sincere stamp set. I used the dry brush paper and the Favoured Flowers Celebration Designer Series paper that you can get free with purchase. So that's a $90 purchase on my from me in Australia. Thank you. Okay, so that's those. Our second card, if I can grab it, I have used the Dainty Delight stamp set for the best is yet to come. I used the Enjoy the Journey Designer Series paper. I've used the Dear Builder Punch. I also used the Cloud Punch, and I will also show you, I just used the clouds from the Playing in the Rain dies. So I love these types of scene building dies because you get the bridge, you get the wooden stumps, some grass, you've even got an umbrella, a puddle, and some butterflies and kites, which I am going to come back and use. Or they may even be used in my next class because I'm seriously thinking of using the Playing in the Rain suite. Hey Myrtle, do you think the Playing in the Rain suite would be good for our next class? Would you like to see that? Because I kind of don't want to stick with florals all the time. Although I do own a lot of florals and I know everyone does, I want to do something different. Now, the one thing I haven't popped in here is our opaque adhesive back gems that I used on the Enjoy the Adventure. Enjoy the Journey. I keep on wanting to say Enjoy the Adventure. And we use the pastel sequins, which are gorgeous. So if you need any help grabbing these products, please don't hesitate to reach out and contact me, and I'm happy to help. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments or send me a message and I will also be happy to help. Oh, no problem, Cindy. I know you've got a house full of DSP and it was good to use 2 layers of that with here and just create a scene but not a scene. So yeah, always happy to help you use your DSP, Miss Cindy. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be back on Thursday at 12 noon over on YouTube. So make sure you are subscribed to me over there. And I will see you on Thursday for some more celebration products. I do have a brand new embossing folder that I would like to use from Celebration. And I have plenty of other designer series paper that I am happy to give you some tips with, because I got the, is it Into the Clouds? Yes, I got the Into the Clouds embossing folder part of Celebration. So I actually earned that as part of Celebration. So that was a bit fun. So thank you. Thanks for joining me early. I appreciate that. And I will catch you next time. Bye.